Welcome back to Headlines. I'm Wes Austin, and these are today's top stories. First, the Department of Homeland Security says they're ready to arrest AOC if she trespasses or assaults ICE agents. At this point, AOC isn't just blurring the line between activist and lawmaker. She's backing over it in a Prius. Then, Sunny Hostin does a complete U-turn on the new pope after discovering he has Haitian roots. She went from problematic patriarch to Pope Wakanda overnight. Next, former President Biden didn't recognize this major movie star and huge supporter in a shocking memory lapse that left the celebrity shaken to his core. After 4 years of defending Biden's mental capacity, it took this movie star exactly 3 seconds of not being recognized to go, you know what? Trump's got a point. And finally, the Episcopal Church has refused to resettle white South African refugees, citing their commitment to racial justice. The Episcopal Church, where love thy neighbor comes with an asterisk and a color chart. Okay, let's dive in. The Department of Homeland Security isn't ruling out handcuffs for AOC, saying an arrest is on the table if she trespasses or assaults ICE agents. Recently, Democrat members of Congress apparently tried to conduct oversight at an ICE detention facility. You can see a Democratic congresswoman in the red blazer coming in contact with and shoving an ICE officer. Nothing says peaceful oversight like body checking a federal officer in broad daylight. Time to hear from AOC, who apparently got her legal expertise from a BuzzFeed quiz.
If anyone's breaking the law in this situation, it's not members of Congress, it's the Department of Homeland Security.
Yes, clearly the way those ICE agents were allowing themselves to be shoved was some form of entrapment.
You lay a finger on someone, on Representative Bonnie Watson Coleman, or any of the representatives that were there, you lay a finger on them, we are going to have a problem.
I think the only problem that AOC is going to have is that her color palette might clash with her orange jumpsuit. When Pope Leo XIV was elected last week, Catholics worldwide celebrated, but the View's resident theologian, Sunny Hostin, immediately had grave concerns.
I'm a little concerned about this choice for the LGBTQ plus community. The popular culture fostered and sympathy for beliefs and practices that are at odds with the gospel, and that's a quote.
Wow, this just in, Sunny now loves the Pope. Let's see what caused her to do a complete 180.
As it turns out, our new American Pope has Haitian and Black roots. So we actually have a Black Pope. Apparently, it's like chef's kiss for me.
Apparently, the only moral compass that Sunny needs is a color chart. In a new book, Original Sin, by Alex Thompson and Jake Tapper, it's revealed that President Joe Biden failed to recognize longtime acquaintance and major Democratic supporter George Clooney at a high-profile fundraiser in June of 2024. The incident reportedly left Clooney shaken to his core. And shortly after that was when Clooney publicly urged Biden to drop out of the presidential race. Clooney didn't turn on Biden when inflation hit, not when the border collapsed, but the second Biden looked at him and asked, "Do you validate parking?" Suddenly it's time for new leadership. And let's be honest, if Biden had said, "Good to see you, George," Clooney would have endorsed him in a second. The Episcopal Church has refused to help resettle a group of white South African refugees, citing a commitment to racial justice. Presiding Bishop Sean Rowe announced the decision shortly after 49 South Africans began their journey to the United States, emphasizing the church's ties to the Anglican Church of South Africa and its stance on racial equity as reasons for the refusal. In 2024, the Episcopal Church helped settle over 5,000 refugees. It is amazing. The Episcopal Church turned away actual victims of racism to protect their reputation for fighting racism. Finally, a church that practices what it preaches, turning away refugees based on skin color, just like Jesus would have wanted. Thanks for watching Headlines, and if you have enjoyed any of my clips or videos, please share them with your friends. And even if you didn't enjoy them, you should just send them anyway. Okay, I'm Wes Austin. Good night.